Okay. Next on the agenda is Ted Heil Jr. Ted is a 1957 graduate of Auburn East High School. Ted played varsity baseball and basketball in his junior and senior years. Ted was a stellar ball handler, playmaker, and a defenseman. But his jump shot separated him from his teammates. He set the school record in a single season with 348 points, an average of 19.3 points per game. Ted scored 41 points during a game against Rome Free Academy in 1957. Zink Ledouce, Auburn Athletic Hall of Fame classmate of 2007, stated that Ted was one of the best players who made other teammates better, along with affecting the tempo of the game in order for them to succeed. Ted went on to St. Bonaventure's University, where he played freshman basketball. He's earned a bachelor's degree from St. Bonaventure's and an MBA from Xavier University. Ted currently resides in Cincinnati, Ohio, with his wife Joanne and his 5 children: Ted, Catherine, Tom, Jen, and Steve. Please welcome Ted Heil Jr.
First of all, I would like to thank the Hall of Fame Selection Committee. This is truly an honor, and I am. When I received the letter a month or so ago, I was extremely excited, and to say that I'm not thrilled is an understatement. It is a very nice honor, and I'm very appreciative to the Hall of Fame Selection Committee. I also like to congratulate the other inductees. I've read your resumes that were in the paper provided by Army, and there is no doubt that the athletic and the academic accomplishment that you have brought to the Auburn school system is deserving of you to be members into the Hall of Fame. And my congratulations to each and every one of you, too. I'd like, we've only lived in Auburn for a few years. And our family now primarily resides in the greater Cincinnati area. So, and they drove with me some 560 miles. One of them flew in today. So I'm very appreciative of my family being able to be here with me, at least many of them anyway. I'd like to introduce my lovely wife, Joanne. My sister, Clara. I have Clara went to Mount Carmel for a couple of years. I have my brother Frank and my son Ted and his wife Jen and my grandson Nicholas with me here. I also have a daughter in Cincinnati with 3 grandchildren and a husband, and another son in Memphis, Tennessee, who are expecting their second child in the next few days or so. So we got big things going on in the Heil family this week. In terms of the moments like this, one of the things that obviously you want to do, because it is a little bit emotional, is to remember those people in your life who have been so much a part of your life, and there are several of them. The first is my first wife, Nikki, who we were married for 26 years. She passed away in 1992 after an 18-month battle with breast cancer. And her strength and determination during that 18-month period are attributes that our family has carried on, and she's one that's still remembered very closely by all the members of our family. I also like to remember my father and my mother, Ted and Rita Heil. They were the ones in my life who really took a chance. Back in 1956, he came to Cincinnati came from Portsmouth, Ohio, to Auburn to run the Marshall Meadows and Stewart shoe factory. And he took a major chance because he wasn't sure what the future held. And I can honestly say to you that during his lifetime, he told me on numerous occasions, as did my mother, that some of the happiest years of his life were in Auburn. And he and my mother, I'm sure, would be very proud tonight. Another person I'd like to remember tonight is one that took a chance on me too, and that was Coach Steve Frommel. He was one of the first individuals I came to know when I started at East High School. And when I came to him, because it had been start of my senior year, I asked him if he was open to having another player from outside the area join the team, and he welcomed me with open arms. And not only Coach Frommel, my teammates welcomed me very much coming from the outside of the Auburn area. Some of them are here tonight, and I really appreciate it. Jim McGrath, the Hall of Famer, George Shaler, and Chris McAvoy are here with me tonight. There are two other teammates of mine who are not here. They passed on, but they were some very special people, and both of them, I'm sure most of you know, have known over the years. One is Hall of Famer Bert Richardson, and the other one is Bobby Jones. They were two great athletes for the Auburn community. The game of basketball has had many changes over the last 50 years, and it's a game that has really dramatically changed from when we played back in the 50s. The athletes are taller, they're more athletic, they're stronger, and part of that is because of all the physical training they go through, because most sports today have become almost a 12-month-a-year job for even high schoolers. Sad to say, but that seems to be the case. Our tallest starter on our basketball team in 1957 was Bert Richardson, who was all of maybe 6'1", and today he probably wouldn't even get a start as a guard almost on most high school teams, but he was a great athlete. The other thing that's changed dramatically in the last 50 years was the advent of the three-point shot in 1986. We were 30 years ahead of our time, but I'm sure that our team averages would have increased had we had that opportunity of taking the three-point shot. And finally, the other thing that has dramatically changed, and I think is very evident when you watch on TV, is that the game of basketball 50 years ago was primarily a finesse game, and today it's less than finesse. It's much more power, and maybe some of that's going to change with some of the rule changes that are going into effect this coming year in the college level anyway. I still love the game very much. Basketball gave me a wonderful opportunity to enjoy a tremendous senior year. The records were incidental. The friendships that I made during those years and have kept for the last 50 years are much more important to me. Basketball also gave me the opportunity to go to St. Bonaventure and play with a couple of great All-Americans, Tom Stith and Whitey Martin, and that was a pleasure and a memory that I have retained for the rest of my life. The opportunity to play while I was in the Army also was a benefit from all of the experience that I gained not only in Auburn but also at St. Bonaventure. Auburn has always been a very, very special place in the hearts of the members of the HOF family. While we only lived, my parents and brothers and sisters only lived in Auburn for a little over 2.5 years. The memories of Auburn stay with us today. As a matter of fact, we went back to our old homestead to see the house once again. I am extremely proud to call Auburn my hometown, and I'm extremely honored and thrilled to be a member of the Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.